Welcome to LiterADV. In this video, we will show you how to transform your Africa Twin 1100 from OEM to this, the LeoVince One Evo slip-on muffler. Now the installation should be pretty easy except for one obstacle, Honda's exhaust servo valve. These were added on to the CRF1100 models, but thankfully LeoVince has a pretty straightforward solution to this minor inconvenience. Between Michael and my voiceover, you should be pretty much good to go.
Okay, I'm going to take off the plastic lower heat shield, and this is a Allen 5.
Next, we remove the 4 5mm Allen bolts from the metal heat shield. In order to get better access, this is a good time to remove the right passenger foot peg with a 10mm socket. Now using a 5mm Allen key, we begin removing bolts that hold the mudguard.
Removing the two little pop rivets, push in the center, and then this should release out. If you can get your fingernail underneath it. Okay, there.
Once exposed, we need to unplug the servo harness and also remove it from the post for easier access. Here we'll need to remove the rear brake reservoir in order to get access to the servo cover. There are several more 5mm Allen bolts that need to be removed. After that, there's just another push rivet right there. And now the servo assembly should come right out. We need to get inside the servo assembly, so we remove the 3 Phillips screws.
Okay, this is an 8, and the nut, the locking nut, is an actual 10. So we're going to hold the 8.
By loosening this thread bolt, we are eliminating the tension of the cable, which allows us to release it from the assembly. With the cables out of the way, you can remove the OEM pulley by completely unscrewing the 2.5mm Allen set bolt from the side. Now we can install the LeoVince valve block off. The numbers should be facing out towards you. You'll need to reuse the 2.5mm Allen bolt.
So the servo motor, or the plug, goes towards what would be the bottom of the bike. It's going to go back in there that way.
Finally, we reinstall the servo assembly, the cover, and the mudguard just exactly opposite of how we removed it all. Using a 12mm socket, remove the OEM clamp from the midpipe. The hanger is held on by a 6mm Allen bolt, and none of this hardware will need to be reused. Here we install the LeoVince midpipe and clamp. All of the hardware is provided, but be sure to orient the clamp to where the Allen bolt is easy to access, and don't tighten it too much yet. Now we can slip the muffler on and focus on the LeoVince hanger.
Okay, the pattern is 6mm bolt through decorated flange, through carbon fiber ears, both ears, through hanger, and a 13mm nut on the back, and then on the top, same 6mm bolt with the decorative flange going into a welded nut off the frame.
At this point, we are able to secure the spring with the provided tool, and then we get to install this really sweet looking carbon fiber heat shield. Begin by placing the threaded clip onto the midpipe. The hardware goes something like this. You have the bolt, then there's a metal washer, and then one gasket washer, and then on the inside of the heat shield you have the second gasket washer. Now the tricky part to remember is that both bolts are actually different sizes. The one towards the front is a 4mm Allen bolt, while the bolt on the back is a smaller 3mm bolt. We found that it is easier to begin by threading the back 3mm bolt first and then the front 4mm bolt. Finally, don't forget your passenger foot peg. Hey, if you're new to 1LiterADV, first of all, welcome. But secondly, we always provide a separate high-quality sound review videos for these exhaust installs, so be on the lookout for the sound review of this bike.